Welcome back, guys. How you all doing? My name is Marx. This is Marxcraft, and today we're going to be starting this fishing village here. Alright guys, so it's actually been a while since I was here on this exact world. I've been putting it off a little bit, to be honest with you. And it's not because I've not wanted to record. I've kind of just been stumped. So I did the designs and things for these builds, and I've got a few variations I'm hoping to put in, just not for that, which is a stable in case you forgot. But it just didn't look right, so I did it in a creative world to start with, and then I went into a copy of this world, and it just never looked right. It was always kind of weird and off. There was just something not right about it. The look of them felt right, but they didn't feel like they fit. Now that's different for those. They're fine, but it's these. It's just really odd, and it took me a while to work out what it might be. And then when it hit me, it was kind of annoying, because I've done all this here. It's not so bad here because it's not empty, but obviously all under there is empty. Now what that is they need water. The design they really need to be on water. Now, as I said, these here work the way these are designed for the fish market thing isn't an issue. And the only way I can think to get it to work here would be to turn it into a bit of a lake, which kind of undoes everything I've done here already, which is why I've been putting it off, because on one hand it looks a lot better, but on the other hand it's because it's undoing probably about 6 hours worth of work in total. And it's made me not want to play, because I know I've had to make a decision. I'm still not 100% decided on it, I'm not gonna lie. But what I could do is just do it as a bit of a lake kind of thing that feeds into the sea, because all this is gonna disappear. You're not gonna see any of this, but that's literally the only thing I can think that'll work for it. No, I think I said this was going to be a watchtower, didn't I? Stables, then houses. But if you remember as well, in the last episode, which was 2 weeks ago now, and I put out that awful tutorial in the meantime, and that needs redoing because it doesn't make sense and I'm not happy with it anyway. But that's a different matter. I talked about design lines. Now having it as water would be it. Well, it wouldn't, because it's Minecraft and you can swim and whatnot, and your clothes don't get wet. But theoretically, going to real life, if there was all water here, you wouldn't walk through, you'd follow a path. think I've got it sussed. I think what I'm going to have to do, aside from that bit over there, I'm going to keep that as land. Yeah, I'll keep that as land. Or like a floating bit. But what I'm going to do is turn it into a bit of a marsh type thing. Probably starting from up here and cutting down. So it might mean that I need to, yeah, I'll have to cut back and do stuff. So I'll do that off camera, then bring it back once I've done that, and we'll get building some of these guys up. Alright, so now we've kind of got our flooded field thing place. This is meant to be the fishing village. I suppose we should really start on building at least one of them. Just to see how they oh, I forgot spruce. Just to see how they sit in the land. So the design itself, yeah, I'll go with this one. It is these houses on stilts, and yeah, they're kind of weird. I'm not gonna lie, they're weird. And they don't particularly look like fishing huts when they're not in water. Hence the floodification of the area. Let me swim. Oh, add it then. Oh well. Jumping works too. So all of them are kind of going to be different, and I might even make some of them different from what we've got as a layout anyway. Just because it'll lay itself a little bit better to the designs and things. Because I don't want them all to look the same like they kind of do over there. They're going to be they're going to be the same style, but very different from each other. So you won't have one that's built the same as another. I mean, you kind of will, because obviously the styles are going to be the same, but they're not going to be carbon copies of each other. That's what I'm aiming for, whereas the ones over there are kind of essentially all the same. I mean, they're different sizes, but they are all the same. So yeah, I'm kind of trying to avoid that a little bit, but we'll see. I need to get some more materials because I derped and forgot them. So I am going to go and grab those. Alright, so resources gathered. So let's get the flooring first, just so we got somewhere to stand. Oops. I'm going to have to sort those water sources out after, that's fine. So take these out. We want these to actually be a little bit, wrong, a little bit higher. And they're gonna have kind of like a porchy thing. I know that's not particularly words. So, I expect that to happen. I suppose it makes sense, really. I might do it on the side here. So you come up and you go. Oh, this is working fantastically. And there we go. Sorted. Don't. Oh, damn it. Okay, I'll sort that after. Let's do that. That'll work. Then I can get rid of that and put that there. Yeah, let's do it like that. So we come up on the corner. Yeah, that'll work. So these are. This is obviously just a little one. So this could be, say, I don't know, one of the guys that owns a store. This could be like a storage place or something. So we'll work that out. How many we got? 3 or 5. That's gonna be a watchtower, I think said. Okay, so what we're doing on the outside, obviously not that small, is we're going with spruce. So we've got our spruce there. Chuck a double window in here or something. I didn't actually do any this small in my creative world, so it's a little bit of an odd one. But it'll work for a kind of storage thing, I guess. Right, and they've all got. So I know this is very flat, and that is actually kind of the style they are. Is they are pretty flat, unfortunately, and there's not too much you can, because Minecraft's blocky and we don't have half slabs, vertical half slabs. There's not huge amounts we can do on that side, other than trapdoors. So we'll be putting some on the outside just to give some depth, but as well, let's get some slabs. So, yeah, that's right. One of the design choices I made was to do it that way. Yep. So this will make sense once it's done. I may as well just use block for that. And a few more. So it's essentially a bit of a mushroom move. Fine. And they look pretty daft, but for this kind of thing, it looks scaffolding. It looks kind of like a fishing hat, like the straw kind of hats that you get, that you see, like, I don't know, like take them at cartoons and stuff like that wearing. So let's just go around and put the... Ooh, I hear a zombie. Faux roof. Oh, no, it's not a faux roof. The faux hat. Which is why I've not covered that corner. Because you can't see it. Right. Damn it. One shot. And now we got too many. I suppose I can use them for this. So there we go. So that is... Yeah, that's fine. That is the basicness of it. Now, without the water, it really looks odd. Now as well, obviously I'm missing a lot of stuff yet, so trapdoors, fences, things just to give it a little bit of a detail. So, the reason I've got those is because I'm going to play around with the paths. So if any of you watch the Hermitcraft server, any of the Hermits, if you've seen Scar's base, not his current one, his wizard one, the walkways he did, I'm considering that kind of style for the paths here. Now I've done it going back here just to give a bit of depth to the water, but so I'm going to need that one and that one, and then oh no, I don't need that. Go away. I did it on the... Yeah, I need to change this corner, don't I? How can I have that? I might just do it dead central. And have it like that. Yeah, that kind of works. And then for these, so I actually did what I'd done before over there in the test world, and it kind of made it look too housey, and that's the... I don't got any other windows. No, I'm not. Took them out. Because that was like the sideways ones, so having them like that, but it made it look too much like it was trying to be something it wasn't. Does that make sense? So that's why we're going to go with that. Now the advantage to fences is they can be waterlogged now. Now on the bigger ones, it works better to have stairs on the edge, just because it gives it a little bit of an arch effect, which is quite good. Now I'm thinking probably like bushes or something here, maybe some faux nets and things like that, but for now this is what we're going with. So let's just get a door, and I know I'm starting to run a little long on this episode, so I kind of want to be wrapping up kind of soon, but not. No, that's not right. We don't want to do one of those doors on this, so I might have to replace that with an actual window. Yeah, I will. So if I replace that with an actual window, probably a window pane, just to give it a little bit more something different. No, that's not bad. Then it will yeah, then it'll just sit a little better with the door. I could do it, I suppose, on the other side, but I kind of do want the window next to the door. Now I know this has been a bit of an odd episode, and it's taken a long time to get done because of where I was at with the decision for the water. At the minute it's still a bit janky. I kind of do want this flowing water, I don't want it all still. But it's a case of I just have to adjust things so we've not got these kind of like thick edges here. So I'll see what I can do for that. It might be a case of just pushing it back a bit and maybe putting a bit of a retaining wall or something like that. I don't know. And it's going to be a case of playing around with it a bit more off camera just to get it right and just filling out some of these other areas. So like I said, this bit just here is going to be our market. I have a lot more buildings bigger than this and different variations. So some are going to have like a higher up, so they, they're not all going to be this low, some are going to be quite high, just to give it more height variation around here. The only one that's going to be a normal-ish style is this one, because that's supposed to be the mayor's house. And you didn't see me do quotation marks there for mayor, so it was kind of pointless. And obviously got to work out the stable there and this watchtower, and also coming over to the kind of porty area here where the fishing boats and stuff will be. So I am going to leave it there for this episode, I think. I'm feeling much better about this place now. Now I've done all this. It's kind of no going back really. But it makes more sense. I mean, like, if you look at this place, as plain as it is, if you look at that compared to how it'd be if it was land, it makes a lot more sense. There's probably some stuff I could do just to change this up a little bit. I might make those stairs anyway. But yeah, that has been it for today's episode, guys. I know it's a bit of a lackluster one. Not too much to it, but we've got a direction we're going in, and something kind of resembling what we're going with here, albeit on the very small side. I do need to start to go a little bit bigger, I think. But if you made it at this point, thanks for watching, and I will see you all in the next episode. Bye for now. Ciao.